I think I've actually been using social identities approach for, I'm going to say about 4 years now. But for the first couple of years, I didn't even realize that I was actually doing it. I actually just thought that, in the field of work that I was doing and working in it for as long as I had, that I had to make some subtle changes in the work I was doing because I felt that I just wasn't reaching the right population. The right population meaning the smoking population. So, you know, across the province we do great work as far as policy development, knowledge exchange, and a whole myriad of other issues in moving the whole tobacco agenda forward. But we really struggle with that 8 to 12% in that high school age, 8 to 12%, even in the young adults groups. And I think it's because we really struggled in actually really understanding the population themselves. And so I challenged myself just to go out to the smokers pits in the different school regions, school areas that I was working in, just to talk to them, to try to find out who they were, to build up a trusting relationship with the hopes that maybe they'd be interested in learning a little bit more about tobacco, the industry itself, with the end goal that they might actually think about quitting, and I could possibly introduce a tobacco cessation group somewhere down the road. And I've since done this in 3 schools in the area with huge success. I know that we tried tobacco cessation back in 2005, 2006, and we'd put up our standard public health posters where we get 1 or 2 people who would sign up. But when I started engaging the actual smoking group, the tobacco users themselves, and then kind of arming them with knowledge about the industry and why they're actually being targeted. They already know the dangers associated with smoking, they get that stuff. But also explaining that you know, young people actually look up to them and that they are role models and that they could actually be giving back to younger people. It was amazing. It was almost like the light bulb not only went off for me, but also went off for them. And so anyway, I know that this approach really does work because not only have they been more educated, and they've also been giving back to the younger youth. So they're coming with me to actually talk about their addiction and talking about tobacco, the industry, how it affects them, how it financially affects them, and even socially. But they've also were showing interest in that they actually wanted to quit. So we started setting up some tobacco cessation groups, of which no public health posters went up, no announcements went up. It was all word of mouth, but it stemmed right from the group themselves because I felt that they had enough trust in me and I had enough trust in them that they could pass on the word. So in 2 of the high schools just recently, just to give you a bit of a sample, we had 14 students sign up where 5 years previous we had 2. And in the other school where we had 1 student sign up, now we had 19. We had so many students who were signing up to want to quit using tobacco that we actually had to start setting up a cutoff date, or a cutoff number, which was almost unheard of before. Before it was like pulling teeth to get these young people to come in to want to quit. And now they're actually coming in because they felt that they were empowered to do so, kind of on their own terms.